What is good, y'all? Today in this video, we're gonna learn how to play Angel Numbers / 10 Toes by Chris Brown. This is off of his latest album, 1111. It actually just came out. And this song, I wouldn't necessarily say it's for beginners. I probably rank it intermediate or above. So if you have a little bit of experience, then I think you'll be all right, because this song, or these two songs, is all straight bar chords, all neo-soul chords, which is really cool. But yeah, it's a lot of chords. I'm talking about it's hella chords. All right, so it's so many chords I have to write it down. So in Angel Numbers, which is the first section, it's a D major 7, B minor 7, F sharp minor 7, and a C sharp minor 7. And then in 10 Toes, it's E minor 7, B minor 7, C major 7, and then sometimes I like to throw in an A minor 7 at the end of the progression, and I'll explain that later on in the video. But as you can see, it's a lot of chords to get through, but I'm gonna get you through it, and we're gonna learn how to play this song. So this is how you play the chords. The first section is Angel Numbers. That first chord is D major 7. We're gonna bar the 5th fret, then it's gonna be the 6th fret G string and the 7th fret D and B string. It's gonna sound like this. Okay, that second chord is a B minor 7. We're gonna bar the 7th fret, and it's gonna be the 9th fret A string. It'll sound like this. Okay, then the third chord is an F sharp minor 7. We're gonna bar the 9th fret. It's gonna be the 10th fret B string, 11th fret D string. It'll sound like this. And then that last chord is a C sharp minor 7. We're gonna keep that finger barred on the 9th fret, and it's gonna be the 11th fret A string. It's gonna sound like this. Okay, and in terms of the strumming pattern or the plucking pattern for the first chord and the third chord, so the D major 7 and the F sharp minor 7, the plucking pattern, what I'm doing is I'm plucking the 4 middle strings. So I'm really plucking the A, D, G, B, and then the G string in that specific order. So okay, and again, you're doing that plucking pattern for the third chord, which is the F sharp minor 7 as well. And for the second and the fourth chord, so the B minor 7 and the C sharp minor 7, what I'm doing is I'm plucking the low E string, the D, G, and the B string all at the same time. Okay. So actually with this example for the B minor 7, you don't even necessarily need that finger on the 9th fret of the A string. But if you do want to pluck the A string instead of the low E string, then feel free to do so. But I like to use that low E string on the second and the fourth chord, so which is the B minor 7 and the C sharp minor 7. So when you put it all together, it's going to sound like this. All right, guys, so second section, 10 Toes. This is how you play it. The first chord is an E minor 7. We're gonna bar the 7th fret. It's gonna be the 8th fret B string and the 9th fret D string. It's gonna sound like this. All right, the second chord is a B minor 7. We're gonna keep that index finger barred on the 7th fret, then it's gonna be the 9th fret A string, and it's gonna sound like this. Okay, and the third chord is a C major 7. We're gonna bar the 3rd fret. It's gonna be the 4th fret G string and the 5th fret D and B string. And so it's gonna sound like this. And so in that progression, we're gonna repeat the C major 7 twice. Now, as I said earlier in the video, sometimes I like to throw in an A minor 7 instead of repeating the C major 7 for the second time. I'll replace that C major 7 for an A minor 7 played on the 5th fret. So you just bar the 5th fret, and it's gonna be the 7th fret of the A string. That's how you play the chord, but you can just take your finger off of the A string, because really I'm just plucking strings on the 5th fret, and I'll explain that in just a little bit. So in terms of the plucking pattern, it's going to be the same pattern as the 1st and the 3rd chord of Angel Numbers. And so we're just plucking that 4 middle strings. And so it's the the A, D, G, B, G string in that particular order. And except for the A minor 7, what I like to do instead of plucking the A string, I'll pluck the low E string instead. So when you put that all together, it's gonna sound like this. I know that was a lot, but we got through it. So I appreciate you guys watching. If this added value, please go ahead and like the video and comment down below. And please consider subscribing if you want more videos like this. And if you want to learn how to play Press Me by Chris Brown, I'm going to link that video in the description below.